The day I realized I wasn't married, just tolerated. Let me take you back to a blistering Sunday in late August. One of those Texas afternoons so hot and heavy the air feels like it's pressing against your skin. That's when it hit me. Not with a crash, but with a kind of quiet violence. I wasn't married. I was just being tolerated. That Sunday played out like all the others. Every second Sunday of the month, we had lunch at her parents' place in Plano. A routine I used to think meant we were building a life. Now I realize it was just one more part of a performance. Her father, Walter, stood dutifully over the grill out back. Her mother, Loretta, ran the kitchen like a general on a battlefield, commanding every plate, napkin, and casserole like troops under fire. And the rest of the family, milling about, chatting, laughing too hard at nothing. I'd been part of these lunches for 7 years. Still felt like an outsider every single time. They were loud, nosy, sharp-tongued people. Every question felt like a test, every comment wrapped in a joke just sharp enough to draw blood. Me. I'm quiet by nature. I work in cybersecurity. I like patterns, order, silence. And their house. Constant noise. Constant judgment. Constant reminders that I was other. But this Sunday felt different. Not because anything new had happened, but because something in me had finally gone still. Mallory, my wife, had been emotionally absent for months. Our conversations had dwindled down to logistics. No more laughs. No more touches. No more us. I'd enter a room and get nothing more than the faint glow of her phone screen lighting up her face. If I asked what she wanted for dinner, she'd shrug and mutter, "Just don't leave a mess." That was us. Cold cohabitation. Contempt, masquerading as indifference. At around 1 p.m., we sat down around the massive oak table in their formal dining room. Her dad sipped iced tea from his usual Dallas Cowboys mug. Her mom fussed about posture and elbow placement. And me. I just tried not to be noticed. But that day Mallory made sure I was. Out of nowhere, with her wine glass tilted lazily in her hand, she said, "Couldn't even find an iron this morning, huh?" While smirking at my clean, wrinkle-free shirt. I gave her a polite smile. Said nothing. Then she turned to her uncle and continued, "Gavin works from home. But it's not like he's curing cancer or anything. He just clicks buttons for a living." Some chuckled. Others smiled awkwardly. Kept chewing. Let it slide. But she wasn't done. Eyes on me, voice syrupy sweet, she delivered the knockout punch. "Honestly, I don't even know how I ended up with a guy who needs a GPS to find the bedroom." The room froze. Forks hovered mid-air. Someone coughed to break the tension. Me. I stared at my plate like maybe I'd find dignity between the mashed potatoes. It wasn't just what she said. It was how she said it. Like I was beneath her. A punchline in a joke she'd been rehearsing. Across the table, her cousin Natalie sat quietly, picking at her salad. She wasn't close to Mallory. Just recently divorced, moved back to Dallas, and returned to selling real estate. She didn't say much, but she had kind eyes. The kind that noticed things. When I stood up to get more tea, I wasn't thirsty.